Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the Vitamin C Podcast. Today is August 5th. It is a Friday, as usual.
It is.
It's a little later today. It's 8:05.
Yep.
Normally we do this a little earlier, but there were things that needed to be done before we begun on our little event here.
Quest. Yes, we are. We're doing the over Discord again because.
No, it did. Oh wait, I think Audacity might have picked up that fart. I hope that's not audible in the beginning of the
It's too
cast.
late. It's too late.
Oh,
It's happening.
Oh
It's staying.
no.
So.
Okay. Anyway.
Anyways, we have to do it this week, and then next Friday we should. I think we should be in person again. But
yes, we should be able to see each other's gorgeous, supple little faces of ours.
But because I gave it to my mom and my mom gave it to Dave, we have to wait for Dave's stupid thing. That's why I still got to wear another mask for another week.
Yeah, so we're, once again, separated. Worlds apart, if you will. But we are still making sure it's done. So
yes.
Everything's being worked on.
Cody,
you have some topics for us today?
Things to talk about. Just some updates, some general updates.
General updates are good.
I recently received in the mail something I ordered in. So you know how I have the Unis Honest hoodie? I
do.
I did it because it's kind of part of YouTube history, and we watched a bunch of that shit, and it's it's just something that I'm like, oh well, there's that's gonna be gone forever. It's kind of cool to have.
Well, technically, it's not gone forever because no one listened to the request that they made.
Of course not. But
whatever.
But I ordered a Technoblade hoodie because I watched Technoblade and it it's fucking terrible. But
it's unfortunate what happened.
And I mean, also at the same time, that motherfucker went out trying to put a smile on motherfuckers' faces.
Oh, for sure.
So he was joking till the end. But
yeah, absolutely.
I bought one of the hoodies, not the memorial one per se, but the officer. What shit? Actually, what the hell did it say? I don't even fucking know. I don't even remember.
Wow.
It was funny as shit. Hold on, I'll go look. No, fuck you.
Oh my god. Okay, I'll just wait here. It's fine. I'll wait. Go ahead. Go on your little adventure. I'll be right here. Telling the audience that it's hot as balls today.
I'm really tired, so it's hard for me to remember things. Officer, I drop kicked that child in self-defense hoodie. It's a very nice hoodie. It's fucking hilarious, and it's a way to support that whole family and everything after that. So, rest in peace to another fucking legend.
R.I.P.
Basically the king of Minecraft.
How dare you say that when... No, I'm not gonna... No. We'll just keep...
He beat Dream, so...
Well, no, I was gonna bring up Sky. But we don't talk about...
We don't talk about Sky.
We don't talk about that.
We don't talk about Sky.
But yes, in all seriousness, R.I.P. It is very unfortunate of a loss. I mean, I know it's old news at this point.
Oh yeah,
it's still not nice. No. It's tragic, but
yeah,
life goes on as usual.
In other news, I was told about great liquors and alcohol in elixirs.
No. Cody's got some elixirs. Here we go. What do we got?
A man by the name of Racist Bagel Bites has introduced to me a beer and a rum.
Wait. Racist Bagel Bites.
Racist Bagel Bites from work, people. He has introduced me to something that
Racist
I have
Bagel.
to buy.
I was thinking of someone else.
No. Yeah.
So I was thinking of somebody else.
We were talking today, and I'm like telling him about this rum I have, called Plantation Rum, which is fucking hilarious.
Why is it hilarious, Cody? What's so funny about it? No, go on. Go on. I'll wait. Why is it so funny? Huh?
Because it reminds me of when we said plantation and PlayStation responded.
Oh, the fact that the PlayStation would respond to plantation because it sounded close enough.
It's fucking funny as shit.
Yeah, no, that's
a classic.
funny.
That's a classic VCP boys moment.
That's an old one.
But yeah,
don't we have that video somewhere?
I think. I don't know. I
think you might have had that video, but it might have been lost by now.
It might have been. No, well, my phone should have kept all photos and videos, so it might still be there. I'm not gonna go and find it, but it might make its way onto the cast one day. No, it's on. It's on my Instagram. That
is
my
it?
meme
No.
account. My meme Instagram.
Oh yeah, so it does still exist somewhere.
Yeah.
I'll be damned. Anyway,
So
your rum and your elixirs.
It's called Appleton Estate. And
Appleton Estate.
Yeah, it's a golden rum, and it's apparently really fucking good.
Oh yeah, I've done rum researching in the past, to broaden my horizons, and I think Appleton Estate it did show up. I do recall seeing something about this.
And they also said, I think Jolly Scott might be the beer, and then there's also because I don't like Captain Morgan, which is crazy because it's rum, but I hate Captain Morgan. He said try Sailor Jerry. He even got a tattoo.
Oh yeah, Sailor
of the
Jerry
logo
is something
on his fucking arm. I'm like, if
he has a
it's
tattoo
that,
of Sailor Jerry.
If it's that good, you have to have the little lady on the bottle on your fucking arm. I gotta try that shit.
Well, if it's racist bagel bites we're talking about here,
but racist bagel bites, there's things you don't know. He was one of the classic 4chan users back before it was.
No.
Yeah. He's one of the OG motherfuckers. And then he
Wait
also
a minute.
has
No
two
fucking
D&D
way.
campaigns.
No.
No.
Wait a minute.
What?
You don't think he knew about the Christian shit, do you think?
Oh, he knew. Yeah, he did.
You don't know if he was part of that, do you?
No, he's not part of that. He knew it happened.
Jesus.
No, he never partook in the fucked up shit. His Facebook had some, like the racist memes, but he like the
just those.
Like old people racist, like fried chicken jokes and shit.
Oh,
women in the kitchen type shit.
Well, that's not racist. That's sexist.
Well, it got racist.
Oh well, I'm sure it can. Yes.
No, he was never a part of the hardcore fucked up shit. He was just watching it happen.
Okay.
But he knows about Christian. He knows. I told him about what was that one internet historian, and how this one story about the lady got fired from Cracker Barrel, saved John help John's wife or some shit. It was fucking hilarious. I forget. I can't remember. He was so outraged. He made a post online about his wife getting fired from Cracker Barrel, and basically the entire community just they just turned it into an entire thing. It actually got her a new job and plenty of offers and shit.
Well, that's nice, I guess.
Yeah, it was a whole event. But Internet Historian is amazing channel.
Oh, I know what Audacity's picking up. It's picking up my... Yeah, it's picking up my chair. The creaking of my chair.
Oh, well, that's not a big deal. What else is on the agenda? Oh, I as you saw earlier today in the Discord, I have received a new position in life.
Yeah?
It's temporary. It's not a guarantee, but I will get some graphic design on experience on my resume, and some video editing on my resume. Mind you, this is gonna be probably really basic shit.
Whatever happened to the ad we were a part of? Did that ever happen?
The ad we were a part of?
When we were working in that other section of the warehouse?
Oh,
and they had
they probably
the
cut
thing
us
where
off.
you put my hand in the fucking sealer.
Okay, so I don't know if we talked about this. We
Oh
probably
my
did,
god!
but
Hold on.
while
I gotta look that up.
we were sealing these bags, and we put the contents of the bag in, and then it's just these thin plastic bags, and then there's like a heat sealer, and you clamp down to seal the bag, and then you put the bag in the box and whatever. Well, we were fucking on a roll. We were pro, and then this guy with the fucking biggest, like a big ass camera came up, and the second he did it, I panicked and put the heat thing down on Casey's hand, and we like kind of fucking like messed up our rhythm.
Well, yeah, we were doing fine, and then Cody gets super anxious. Like, oh! And there's footage. They probably cut it out, but like there's footage of Cody putting my hand in the fucking bag sealer. He like brings it down on my fingers.
Like it doesn't actually connect the heat. I forget. I don't know how they work, but you have to put it all the way down and then push it to actually activate the heat. So it didn't hurt Casey or nothing. It's not like an injury, but it's just
it didn't hurt.
It just shows two sets of hands just fucking panicking, and it's just fucking hilarious. Oh, I really wish.
Yeah,
that was, like,
I'm on their site and like I don't know where to really look.
No, I looked too. It's not there. Hold on, I gotta turn them.
That's unfortunate. Oh well. Maybe someday we'll see that. My hair was terrible that day, so I probably look like a fucking.
I mean,
creepy
we looked like
man.
gremlins. I can't remember if I was fat or skinny yet. So like
Well, we were little gremlins because we were little packing gremlins.
Oh, we were
in the corner,
and we were miserable. By the way,
I didn't mind the job that much.
The job was fucking cake. It was the atmosphere.
Yeah.
It was, and by the way, dude, I walked to that part of the factory, right? Completely different environment now that all those people are gone. We got new people in. It's so nice. It's so fucking nice.
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, dude, it's not. There's no like disgusting undertone of like you're in a fucking prison. It doesn't feel like you're under a regime. People are laughing. People are talking. They have things going over speakers. It's crazy.
Must be nice.
But God's favorite Alaska.
Oh no!
Man,
the Mountie.
He doesn't have anybody to piss off anymore. So he got fucking really pissed off the second they weren't doing things the way that Mini Mussolini always yelled at him for. So he's kind of having. He's kind of having like a little temper tantrum because he can't just piss people off intentionally anymore because nobody's fucking miserable.
Right, yeah.
So he didn't say hi or good morning the whole fucking day, and he just
which is weird because he's usually a talker.
Exactly, and he was listening to not NPR but basically his version of NPR, whatever the fuck that was. So
you mean the Joe Rogan podcast?
Right.
No, I'm kidding.
I don't know. He's politics.
Sorry, I'm playing with bag clips. I should stop doing that.
You are a fucking bag clip, bro.
I'm fiddling with things on my desk, and I don't even have any like fidget things to play with on this desk.
Did I go over what happened to my phone the other day?
I'm pretty sure you did.
Yeah, all my notes, tons of dev work, tons of passwords and numbers.
I'll just fidget with my little Among Us stamp.
Just tons of shit is gone. Well, you have a fucking fidget spinner in your room somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know where it is, and I don't know why I actually use it.
I used it a few times. It was funny.
Like, say what you will about them, but weirdly enough, they work. They do their job.
It's not even that, like, I don't know. I hate like fidget spinners because they're not as I don't know. They're not as fluid. Like I would just like maybe yours is just shitty. I would like one that just fucking goes.
Oh, there are ones like that. Some of mine are just old, man. Like in the beginning they'll like go and go, but like at some point they just kind of deteriorate.
Yeah.
But that's all right. That's life.
Yeah.
Things deteriorate and inevitably perish.
Die.
That's your reminder that mortality is a thing in this episode. So just keep that in mind, everybody. And every day will be just one step better, as long as you remember that you are mortal.
I saw that Mr. Beast gave an island to somebody.
Why the fuck? Okay, I want to know who the fuck is giving this dude money.
Bro, it's the return. It's such a high rate. He is literally the return rate of...
I cannot watch one of those videos. One, because yes, of course, there's jealousy because I want that money. And two, it's all like young dude bros nowadays.
Oh, God.
And like, I just can't stand watching them.
No, there was a lot of... No. You gotta watch the bigger competitions. They actually have like a lot of different...
What, like I remade Squid Game?
That one was
when he made a whole Squid Game thing.
By the way, the reason I like that one was because it actually had a lot of other content creators being a part of that, not like in the game itself, but actually having to put things together and contributed to that. Well,
I also admire.
Awesome.
I admire the work that he puts into a lot of stuff. Like
he totally
he puts
knows,
in the work.
Yeah, he's not a slouch. Like he does.
Oh no.
No, does exactly what he says he does. And I don't like, if I ever got the chance to be in like a competition or something, or do something for a set amount of money, and then he's like for blah 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 blah, you know, take your hand off for $100,000.
Yeah, like keep your hand on this thing.
I would take my hand off immediately. You know why? Because I don't want to make the most amount of money. You know what I want? I need something to get me a little bit ahead.
I don't even need a shit ton of money.
I'm not going to retire off $100K, but guess what I'm going to do with $100K? I can invest a little bit. I can actually, I don't know, fucking take care of my debts and bills. And like at the end, guess what I'm going to do? Put that shit in a fucking in like an account, and then like grow it, and then provide for my family. That's literally all I would do. I would cash out immediately. If that motherfucker gave me a car, I would sell that car immediately.
Exactly. Yeah.
I appreciate it. I appreciate it, but you know what I appreciate more? Sustainability. Something that my generation has zero of, unless they're rich.
Absolutely. Like, that's another thing. Like, when we're watching Breaking Bad and they're making, like, phenomenal amounts of money. Like, unbelievable amounts of money.
Just one of those stacks.
That's what I mean. Hands. Just one stack. I just need
just drop it out of the back of the truck by accident.
Yeah, just one.
Nobody gonna see.
I don't need all that cash. Like, it would be nice to not have to worry about money ever again. Like, that'd be fucking fantastic.
But I'm gonna work. I want to work.
Yeah, no, I'd rather like make things. Like, I
would just want to have enough money to at least choose what I do.
Right. Yeah. Like, I want to make shit.
I don't have to be rich. I don't.
There's so much shit that I still have to do yet. There's so much improvement I have to go on. Like, there's a lot of shit that, like, as a person, like, I need to grow. I need to grow on it. I need to learn. I heard it from someone. I don't remember who. I was watching a video the other day, but, like, learning to learn is one of the most, like, if that makes sense, is one of the most important things nowadays. It's just like,
it's hard because you get set in your ways, and especially if you get like to our age, like we had 20-something years already, and then this is the time where these are more important times than we give credit to. A lot of people think that like your 20s is your throwaway years, your fuck around years.
Yeah,
in a sense, yes, but also in another sense, you have to balance everything, and you have to realize like if you need to have fun in these years. Yes. Don't throw that away and go, I'll just do it when I'm fucking retired. No, fuck you. Have fun in these years, but set everything else up in these years. This is the planning years.
Because, just get a game plan going.
Get the game plan in these years, and then by the second half, after like 25 and past, you should be enacting those plans and starting at the very least. Like, Because once you and I've heard people say like, oh, once you hit a certain age, you're fucked. And it's like, to an extent, yes, but to another extent, no. You can always start. Like, I've seen people go to college, quit their fucking job that they have for 20 years with like benefits and safety and everything, and then go and do whatever the fuck they wanted because they went and they did what they wanted. They took the
Right.
time. Now, college is not the answer, but I'm saying like they went out of their way to get what they needed to go do that shit. That's what I'm talking about. Now, for me, that's not college. For me, I couldn't afford college. I didn't want to go to college because
Yeah,
I
no.
wouldn't use it wisely. I know me, and it would be just like high school where I would purposely barely pass because I don't give a shit.
Right, yeah.
And it's not that I don't want to use that information. It might not be taught, well, or it might just be, oh, well, I don't give a fuck.
Well, there's also those people that, like, yeah, they learn from books, they learn from teachers, they learn from lectures, but then you got other people who learn from doing, that you learn from action.
Yeah.
It's not about just going into the books, Like, yes, book smarts are important. Like, if you want to research something and learn something, research it, do what you got to do. But, like, at the end of the day, doing something is probably one of the best ways to, like, learn. Failure is also a very good teacher. Like, don't take failure as a end-all or, something that's like, oh, no, everything sucks now. No. Failure is a learning point. And you should honestly treasure failure, even as much as it sucks. But
you should use this as like, if you're at rock bottom, right? And don't ever, first of all, knock on wood, don't ever say, oh, it can't get any worse than this, because it can, and it probably
absolutely could.
It definitely could. Whatever rock bottom, even if it gets even lower, just be like, there's no, like, I kind of had this realization today. With like, I gotta remember it, but essentially,
I had this realization today. It wasn't important enough to remember, but I had it.
No, it really was, because I remember standing there, washing my hands, and then having this thought. I'm just trying to remember it because my fucking doo-doo ass brain is trapped behind a wall of tires.
Why does that always happen at the weirdest times? Like, you could be washing your hands, you could be like having a soda or like something, and then all of a sudden some revelation will just fucking kick you in the ass, and you're like, oh.
It was like groundbreaking for me, and I can't remember it, but I remember the ideal is like it wasn't even along the lines of like, oh, you're holding yourself back or any of that shit, but it basically had to do with some of that, where I'm starting to build a portfolio for a completely different genre of work. Like,
that's the thing. Like, I still got to build too.
Literally, like, fuck my portfolio that says I had 5 jobs. Like, fuck it. I don't need it. I'm going to put down, I edit a podcast weekly. I make photos, I make thumbnails, I do this, I do that, show examples, and then
hey,
plus
I
this,
make those thumbnails.
Yeah, well, we're not gonna show my thumbnails.
We won't go into those.
We're not gonna talk about that.
Go on.
But like, and then what you need to do, and my mom was talking about this, is you need to hone those skills. So like, it's good to have that. Like, with you make thumbnails. You're using what, Photopea right now?
I'm still using. Isn't it supposed to be Photopea?
Yeah, and we're fucking idiots.
Whatever, it's Photopea. Get out of here.
We've already ruined it.
Yeah, it's Photopea.
Photopea. Here's the problem. Photopea sounds better, but Photopea is what we're stuck with because
Photopea.
It's already in our head. So, Photopea gang, down in the comments.
Photopea gang.
But so basically, what you need to do is transition over to Photoshop, and then
I ain't got the money
what'll
for
happen?
Photoshop.
Well, there's other ways to acquire things legally, of course.
Of course. Anyway,
legally.
go on.
We would never do horrible things.
No, go on.
So, use GIMP. No.
Uses GIMP. Oh, God.
Click. But basically, you should double down on those things and hone them to the point where they're no longer like something you have to look up, or if you do, you maybe look up every once in a while, but you should hone them to the point where you make an entirely new resume. Like you, if you, let's say you keep doing Photo P, whatever, and then you get Photoshop or you get something better than Photo P, and you just go to fucking town on that shit, over time, you're just going to have that skill. Because you are passively learning it by just doing. And that's something that, like, people don't understand. They're just like, well, I don't know where to start. I don't want to blah, blah, blah. And you even
just
have that kind of mentality with when I try to show you editing. You were like overwhelmed. And then same with me with FL
it is
Studio.
Overwhelming. There's a lot to that stuff.
FL Studio scares the shit out of me. Even today, I started learning FL Studio, and then I had other shit and I stopped learning it. But
hey, one second, I gotta do a check. Yo, Jordan, take that fan in with you. Just bring it in further. It's not on. That's why. I have everything off and it's a little warmer today, so hopefully we can get her to cool off. That's Jordan, everybody. Yeah. You remember Jordan?
Yeah,
I've got the Greek
episode.
I've got the Greek held captive.
What episode was she in?
I don't remember what episode she was in.
It was when that was one of my better thumbnails.
Yeah, that was a better thumbnail. It wasn't
mainly because it was Jordan's art.
it was mostly Jordan's artwork.
It was mostly Jordan's art carrying the thumbnail, but I threw
a fuckboy emoji in there too.
Emoji and a crying laughing emoji.
Oh yeah, we made it work.
but anyways, like the main thing is just do it. And
just do it.
Well, fucking
make your dreams come true. Yesterday you said tomorrow, so just do it.
But as stupid as that shit is, and I try to hype myself up so many times, and this actually comes in with a lot of times with my diet and sticking to my diet, and the reality I have to like, oh shit, I figured it out, boys. Figured it out. Okay.
Cody just had a fucking think, and then he had a brain blast.
A brain blast. Jimmy Neutron.
Jimmy Neutron.
But so I was washing my hands earlier today at work, and I had this kind of like epiphany. So I am trying to essentially run a company with the podcast and other things in the background. And
well, the podcast is a little bit of a taste test.
I technically have an LLC, and I worked for so many people who are usually old, but that's not the issue. They're pretty terrible fucking, and I'm not saying about anything, like no judgment on previous employers, but how not to be a CEO is very prominent in my work history. I've seen it. I have experienced it firsthand, and I have suffered because of it. So I thought to myself, what if I treated my body like I would my company? So all the pitfalls, see as a major loss and a major way of like corruption or illegal
sinners,
business,
heretic,
like something hard. You know what I mean? But no, seriously. If you put yourself in a mentality where you wouldn't fuck up, put that in a different, like, on top of yourself, like a filter or a layer, and like I'm like, so I know 100% what not to do. I have prime examples of what not to do as a CEO, right?
Right.
Okay. I have 100% perfect examples of what not to do when I'm on a diet. Shit, I wouldn't fucking fire 90% of my workforce. I wouldn't fucking order DoorDash on my diet.
Yes, because firing 90% of a workforce and ordering DoorDash is the same thing.
I'm losing all of my money. I'm losing my valuable time, and I'm only worsening my company. I mean,
I'm just saying, I don't know if I'd compare those two things specifically, but like I get where you're going.
It's not a comparison. You need to overlap them. That was a bad. That was literally a bad example because I'm horrible with examples.
Okay.
But you can apply this elsewhere. So like, let's pretend. So like, forget the CEO thing and forget the something else. So like, what experience do you have that's perfectly like, oh, fuck, these motherfuckers don't do it right. I know specifically what to do right. I have that experience. Or maybe like, what do they do that I know they're missing out on? Or what you know, like if you see something like you know how like I can spot a trend every now and again on YouTube before it happens. What are people doing wrong, or what is not there that you can see ahead of time, or that you can see that you would do differently?
Easy. Bring back the Harlem Shake.
And then, Jesus. Yo, the people in Harlem were pissed about that. I don't even think... I can't remember why that was even a thing. I can't even remember.
Whatever. Continue.
Goji, but basically, you can overlap that into your own shit. So, basically... take something that you know people are doing wrong or something else isn't right, and if you know how to do it correctly, apply that to your personal wants. So like for FL Studio, right? I would be like, okay, I know I want... I don't know because I don't fuck around with FL Studio.
I want to bring back the Harlem Shake.
Yes, let's remake the Harlem Shake in FL Studio.
Hell yeah.
But
look for the Vitamin C Harlem Shake video coming out real soon.
Jesus Christ.
Hell yeah.
By the way, the fucking the White Castle trip is... If we ever have
That's
a
never
Patreon,
coming out.
No. If we ever have a Patreon, it'll be there.
Just like the Skyrim episodes, those aren't coming out either.
No.
That's okay. That's okay.
They'll be on Patreon as well if we ever have one.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Give it time.
One day we'll feel not guilty enough to... I don't know. Right now, we are both actually very financially crippled, but we don't have viewership, and it doesn't really make sense to have a Patreon if you don't have viewership.
Oh, absolutely not. Your Patreon's basically just sitting there catching
It's not that we
dust.
don't... It's not that we would feel guilty making a Patreon. It's literally that we would gain nothing from making a Patreon.
There's no gain. We have nothing to gain from that right now.
Yeah, because...
We don't have goals. We don't have...
I can't even move out.
We don't have anything to offer at the moment, so really...
I can't even move out until the housing bubble pops, and then even then I'm still fucked, because I'm probably going to be bored. Okay, so let me give it a not a comparison. Let me give you this little...
It's really getting hot in here.
This little thing. So I went from being like, okay, I make enough money to where like I average 5 to 10K in my bank account, and I can live happy, spend a little bit of money on food and take out and maybe a game or two, and you know, not go crazy, or buy audio equipment for the cast or something. Like I could afford to not be miserable. Well, I went from, you know, middle class, like low to middle class, to paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, no, I'm really...
Straight out paycheck to paycheck. Like, right now, I have so little money in my account that I am scared that I won't be able to make my car payment. But luckily...
Your car payment?
My car payment.
Your car payment?
Luckily, my insurance just took $400 fucking dollars, which was more than 50% of what I had.
Oh, thank goodness.
And that means I don't have to be scared, because the next payday that is undercut because I caught COVID, so I'm double fucked. The next payday, I will be able to at least pay my car payment, and I already know the insurance isn't coming after, so I'm good there.
Vitamin C boys are in their low period, man. This is just how it is.
Bad news is, I'm pretty sure there's a fucking health bill for some shit coming at me live pretty soon for that stupid nose doctor that was just the worst experience, dude. I don't know if I even said that on the cast. Did I talk about that on the cast? How terrible it was?
What the actual experience? I don't know if you mentioned that or not. Okay. If you did, you might just have to do it again.
Short and sweet, yeah. So I went to this nose doctor, and I'm not gonna fucking shout anybody out. But I went to this nose doctor, and first of all, I should have gone. They have 2 locations. They literally said, "Are you sure you want to go to this one and not the other one?" 3 different times. So that should have been.
That was probably a sign.
That was a huge.
Are you sure
sign,
you want to go there?
That was a huge sign. I'm like, no, this one's closer. It's easier to get to. Blah 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 blah. I'm a fucking idiot. Yeah, and so this rinky-dink shithole is fucking. It looked like an old dentist office building that was cleaned out, and then without doing any renovations, they threw a bunch of mix-match chairs in that don't match, and fucking they put. Instead of actual like measuring systems or anything, they put this cheap like a ruler sticker thing on the door frame. The door frame and the wall stuff and the everything is all different colors. The walls have holes galore from screws and nails and things that used to be hung up.
Oh yeah,
and it's all shaker beige. And then
you won the lottery on that one.
This weird cobalt blue for some of the furniture and counters, and then they have this fucking the dentist chair essentially, which is old and crusty, and they have the thing they keep their tools in, it's a fucking tool chest, like for tools, like
a toolbox,
the actual toolbox.
Like a Craftsman or
it's cheaper
a DeWalt.
Than that. It's all cheaper than that. I didn't even see a brand on it. And fucking he opens the drawers, and it's just they're all just laying in there, and none of it looks sanitized. There's no.
All right, we're gonna poke up in there. Let's do this.
Yeah, it's very crusty. This whole place. It has an air purifier in every room, just randomly plugged into the wall, just chilling. They have a scale that's plugged into the wall, just chilling, wires galore.
Do they have a sphygmomanometer?
And then, I don't fucking know. Jesus Christ. It looked like I walked into the back lunchroom of a Walmart or something.
Walmart doctor's office.
Yeah, it needed a few paint jobs, maybe chairs and furniture that matched, and definitely some fixes on the trim.
Wow.
And corkboard, or not corkboard, quarter round, fucking and baseboard.
So I've been adjusting my mic quite a bit during this, and might be picked
and then
up.
the entrance room, the waiting room. Fucking massive. First of all, good amount of chairs. They got a big ass, kind of older flat screen, with like a bird. You saw it. I sent it in the Discord. Just a bird going ham on like an aphid or some shit. And then I could only like it had such a serene music like. I'll put.
Yeah. Meanwhile, the bird's going ham on an aphid.
Yeah. And like the aphid, like I could only imagine in my head like the aphid going. Ah! Because it's eating part of him while it's still alive, and over like very serene music, but like put your ass to sleep a little more like charm dream type music, and there was incense, and it's just like Jesus.
Oh, really charm dream. So it's got like a
but yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, it's got
maybe
some
a harp,
soft beats
something.
going on.
And then so the first visit, right? First visit.
That was just the first visit.
See the doctor. He's very animated. He's very like, he's kind of like a fat older guy.
So you're in here to get your ears checked, huh?
But weirdly animated, kind of treating me a little bit like I don't know shit. Which, hey, it's a doctor. I don't really give a fuck. They probably think everybody doesn't know shit.
Yeah, they're not human.
So.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
So. Whatever. He tells me I have a deviated septum on my left. I'm like, great, fine, I was right. Yes. Then he's like, okay, you also have a sinus infection, because I had a sinus infection. And I was taking the wrong allergy pills for a week, and we went over that. Second visit. I go in. They tell me I didn't have an appointment. I'm like, what? I watched the woman, the first visit, I watched the woman talk to me, by the way, after the doctor left, put it into her thing, and then she said, okay, you're good to go. So where's my appointment? So they're like, the doctor's not in because it says you didn't have an appointment. Do you want to see one of the, I don't know what the fuck this is.
More like the nurses.
She wasn't a nurse. She
like
something
an assistant.
else. Some shit. So I'm like, fine, whatever. Like, just tell me if my sinus infection is there or not. Fucking. First of all, the first visit, almost $300.
Yikes.
For which is fine, but you didn't do anything or fix shit. Now they did give me the antibiotic and shit, so that.
Well, those are
fine,
pricey
fine.
on their own.
Yeah. All that shit's fine. Whatever. That first visit justified for the price. Second visit told me sinus infection was gone. Try to it was so fucking awkward. There was the assistant lady who I didn't know. There's a different one, and then the lady who came in and looked at me or whatever, and she was like talking to me about like the sleep study. She was really pushing the sleep study, and
she probably thought you had apnea.
What?
She probably thought you had apnea or something. She probably thought you were going in for sleep apnea.
No, I don't fucking know. And then she low key argued with the assistant because the assistant knew or wanted the doctor to give me shit, not her. So
at least someone was smart enough.
She was like, yeah. So she was like, well, we should let's see what the doctor says, blah blah blah, next time, blah 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 blah. So I get out of that shit, and they charge me $75 fucking for nothing, nothing.
Yep.
I knew.
Welcome to our health system.
And then, about a few days, maybe a week before my next appointment, the thing comes up. It's like $75. I'm like, I paid it. Cool. I paid it. Right? A few days before, it's like, you didn't pay the $75. And then it's like, I get a letter in the mail.
I did.
You didn't pay the $75.
I did.
And I'm like, I did. I have the bank statement. And because every asshole and their mom, since the fucking pandemic, decided, hey, fuck normal people with jobs. We're going to close at 5 or 4, and we're not going to be open until 10. So, fuck you if you try to get in on a weekend or anything either. Go fuck yourself. So, I tried calling up. They got this very rude, like, you could tell this lady was, like, dealing with assholes all day.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I felt bad. But I was
Right.
like, I was trying to be nice. I think she was thrown off because I wasn't an asshole. She was really thrown off by it. So she was like fucking taken back by it.
She had that. She had that whole like.
Huh?
Oh, I was tacking on my keyboard, but I think I just messed some shit up. But I think we're okay.
Yeah, I think it muted you.
Oops.
But yeah, no, she was taken back a little bit. Well, she's like, okay, well, whatever, I'll tell them. Do you remember which doctor? I'm like, I don't fucking know.
Doctor, I don't
blah,
fucking
blah.
know. Yeah, I know him.
She's like, okay, I'll just put, I don't know. And I'm like, great. No call. Nothing from them. Didn't tell me shit. I went in, talked to the lady at the desk. She's like, oh, yeah. No, that's fine. It's just fill out the thing and then just hit cash. And it's a fucking problem with your fucking website, and you're just fine with fucking with people's mind.
You're just
and
fine
not telling anybody. You're just not gonna tell anybody that the pre-check-in is fucking broken, and tries to charge people things they've already paid.
Uh-huh.
And then I get fucking mail for it.
Woof.
I'm like, whatever. So I go in. Every fucking office is the same. All fucked up, like ghetto as shit. Weird. Like I just moved in weird. Like like motherfucking no coats of paint weird.
Like I haven't painted over any of the holes and I only got a wicker chair and a CCTV to my name.
Yeah.
Kinda
some
weird.
shit like that. Some shit like that. But no TVs, no nothing. Just fucking crusty. So anyways. Different doctor, or it's the same guy and he lost a shit ton of weight. I can't tell. They all have gray hair and kind of like scruffy ass looks.
Sorry,
to them.
I'm adjusting
wear the
again.
same scrubs. So anyways, he comes in. This guy's goofier than the last guy. So he's like, right. So apparently, classic. Different doctor. Never got my shit. Never even asked for any of my data or any of that stuff. So literally had to play Ring Around the Rosie with the whole goddamn thing again real quick. And then he's like, oh, okay, well, blah, 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 blah. You're looking for surgery? You're looking for this? You're like, I'm like, I don't fucking know. You're the doctor. Tell me what I need. And he was like,
I'm here for your opinion.
Yeah, and he was like, well, I'm like, right now, money-wise, and I don't know about the insurance. I don't know if it'll cover whatever yet because I didn't pay the fucking deductible all the way or some shit. And he's like, well, if money's an issue, here's the card for the surgeon. You can talk, blah blah blah. And if you need cheaper options, gave me this crusty ass fucking flyer with a bunch.
If you need cheaper options, we got a back alley and a fella with an ice pick to really get up in there and hammer away at your sinuses.
That's what it felt like. He has this shitty little fucking those that trash mail you get with a bunch of like 5 coupons for fast food places that aren't real coupons and they don't actually save you money. And then,
yes.
And like grocery store shit. Well, it was like one of them for like neti pots and fucking nose sprays.
Oh hell yeah!
And like some saline solution shit. He's like, get this solution or whatever. It's blah 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 amount. It's a ridiculous fucking amount. It's not expensive, but for what it is, like the little ass thing it is, it's a little ridiculous. But anyways, so he's like, and then blah blah blah, give us a call, blah 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 blah. And that's the last time I went, and I did not schedule another appointment. And
wowzers! Yeah, no, yeah. Welcome to the health system.
I can't afford it. So if I get
why are you? Hang on. Why are you sneaking?
Fuck you.
You don't have to sneak.
Jordan, be sneaky. Stay frosty.
She's sneaking through here like she's doing something illegal for interrupting the podcast.
Yeah.
What's whatever. She's fine. Anyway, yeah. Welcome to the American health system. We're
American health system. By the way, I found out, and I really don't think this was a joke. My Blake, my British friend.
Oh, good. They're British.
British.
We're gonna go to the Tumbly Wumbly tonight for some grog, mate.
And there goes the British.
Okay. We gotta do it at least once in 2 episodes.
Once every 2 weeks. Anyways. Terrible. They did not know that community college wasn't free college.
No fucking way.
They're like, isn't community just free? And I'm like, I'm sorry, what?
Free?
No, it's just college. It's college for more like generalized degrees.
It's cheaper.
it's cheaper because
but it's not
more
free.
like it's still full on college. The only difference is it's for different shit. And I'm like, it's still fucking expensive.
I cannot wait that if we get a following to get like
Roasted.
United Kingdom
We're gonna get roasted.
I'm
getting canceled. I'm getting canceled at least 3 times.
I can't wait. It's gonna be amazing.
Look, I won't.
I look forward to the shit, honestly.
I honestly won't give a shit. The only thing I'll give a shit about, if you're a fuckwit and a weirdo McSpazatron, that's from SpongeBob.
A knucklehead McSpazatron, first of all.
And
that's from the SpongeBob movie. You fucking Nimrod.
I know it was, you fucking 5-year-old comebacks be like.
Well, that's just like your usual, but that's okay.
But like, if you're a fucking freak of nature and you try to like walk up to my house, I'm probably gonna kick your teeth in. Plain and simple.
I'm gonna kick your teeth sideways.
Ouch. Oh.
Yeah. Hey Jordan, how was your trip?
Fine.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any?
How was your
do you have any lovely words to share? Go on. What have you to say? Go ahead. Say something.
Follow your dreams, kids. Don't let people tell you your art sucks.
There you go. Now we're talking. Is that it?
I made a bit of a rant against someone on Twitter that was like,
"Oh, good Twitter rant."
Oh.
I don't want to see your bad art. You're only gonna end up making more bad art. And I'm just like, fuck you, and everything you stand for. You suck.
Yeah.
Don't ever let anyone tell you your shit sucks.
Fucking A, preach.
Because honestly, when I started drawing, it wasn't great. I look back on that now and I'm like, wow, that kind of sucked butt. But you know what? I took the time. I'm still learning. I'm still improving. But I'm at a better place artistically than where I was when I was like in high school. So don't give up on your dreams, kids.
Hell yeah! Oppa! Oppa!
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Oh, I only did that because we were watching.
I peeked this
I peeked pretty good too. There's some big waveforms here.
That was so weird. I cannot tell you how long I was waiting to say that.
Oh no, we'll lower it in post, but right now that was a hell of a peak.
Like, I'm all for what Jordan was saying, but it was just so funny to me to just say some just
yeah, no, you missed it, Jordan. After you said that, we did the oppa. Cody goes, "Oh, brother, this guy stinks."
Oh, it's really
you
hot
what?
You what?
Anyway, we're getting toward the end here. Do we have any? Do we have any other anything we need to talk about here? Usually, a lot of my rants happen near the end of the episode, so like.
So just a heads up. This is for you, Casey, and I'm not going to edit this part out.
Okay.
But just so you know, same thing for when we end the cast. 10 and then cut at 5.
Yeah, we can do that. Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll do that then.
Right.
My cat is trying to get back into the door. I can see him peeking through the slot.
I can tell it just got warmer in my fucking room by like a degree because my I don't know what it is. It's not like back sweat.
It's like
it's like a sweat that like it's almost like a pseudo cold feeling.
It's like a pre-sweat.
It's like you feel if there were like magical invisible droplets all across your your back and your body and your main sweat points.
Yeah.
And they all lit up cold, like slightly cold, and they're really quick, and then it goes away. It's your body just readjusting to the degree. Welcome to the attic.
Attic gang. When you live in an attic, it just gets warm as fuck.
That's our new intro.
Attic gang.
Well, no. I'm Casey.
Whoa. Hey, I'm Cody.
I'm Cody, and he's Casey. Welcome to the attic. And then you
Welcome to
have a
the
shitty
attic.
little intro.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Yeah,
I
we
like
can
that.
test it. We can test the water with it.
Let's testing the water.
Test the
Throwback.
waters. That's our first
still gotta-
episode.
We still gotta make thumbnails for all those.
I'm working on it. I've got actually a few of them made. I just didn't
nice.
want to give them to you until I have like a bunch, because like I don't want you to upload them right away.
Okay.
But yeah, I've got up to episode 3. I got 1, 2, and 3. I've got 12. I've got 1, 2, 3, and
Oh.
12.
That's nice. That's good.
12
'Cause
was
you
the
gotta
Lauren
listen to
Cohan
the cast.
episodes.
You have to listen to the cast to figure that shit. Oh.
Not necessarily, since the second one didn't
Do you
really have a
wanna-
title. I just kind of have like a shrugging woman. since I don't really know.
Do you want to use the Lauren Cohan orange grenade?
I've already
edited
it's
photo?
already made. Here, I'll send it to you real quick. I'll show
Oh,
you.
did you use it for the Lauren Cohan?
Yeah, here. Check it out.
Good. I was really hoping you did. Yes, it's fucking beautiful. By the way, at the beginning of the last cast, that's what I put over my little intro because I had to tell them, hey, skip ahead to skip the, because we had our air conditioner on. Your air.
Wait, you
conditioner
put
on.
her up?
Yeah, I like just while I was talking over it.
Well, I
Like-
mean,
like,
she
it
is a
was
hell of
before the
a
cast.
she is a hell of a backdrop to have.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. Like, it's perfect.
Like, I don't want to have a repeat of episode 12, but I'm telling you, dude,
Damn, son.
she's something
Fire.
else, man.
Fire.
I don't
All
usually
fire.
have too many celebrity crushes, man, but I gotta tell you,
Yeah.
something about that one does it for me, you know. Anyway, getting off that topic. Will Casey and Cody ever find the love of their dreams? Will Cody ever have a cohesive thought? Will Casey ever get his face out of his ass? Only time will tell. Am I doing this right?
I don't like that.
Fucking XOXO Gossip Girl.
Cut
Cut it.
No, you gotta say it in rapid succession. Cut that.
All right. Anyway, so anybody, thank you.
We can't
Everybody
do another
for-
Markiplier outro. I know.
No, we're not doing that again. Thank you, everybody, for tuning
Top
in
of the morning
again.
to you, laddie.
No, shut up. Don't bring him into this.
Don't
I'll
bring
never
Jack
remember. I'll
into
never
this.
forget what he did to me.
What did
Anyway,
Sean do to
so
Casey?
thank you, everybody.
Find
for
out on
listening
the
to
next
another
episode of. What do we call it again? Gossip Boys.
Gossip Lads.
Gossip.
Rumors
Oranges.
Lads. Oh yeah, whatever.
You never asked for.
Will Cody and Casey ever, I don't know, fucking pull their heads out their ass? I don't know. Tune in next time or some shit. Go fuck yourself.